Welcome to Corporate Bridge. Today we are going to learn about Appcelerator Titanium. I'm sure many of you are curious about mobile development. In today's world, mobile applications are as equally important as web applications. In fact, in future, the revenue generated by mobile applications will be higher than the web application. So basically, what is Appcelerator Titanium? An Appcelerator Titanium is an open source framework. So you need not need any licensing to create an applications by using Appcelerator. Appcelerator Titanium is based on JavaScript. So you can use your JavaScript skills to create and deploy native applications on different platforms. Appcelerator Titanium support Android, iOS, mobile web and BlackBerry. Windows is their upcoming project. They are going to support Windows applications, Windows mobile phone applications in the future. Titanium is a JavaScript runtime that gives you native access to the platform control. Before we start to create an applications using Titanium, we have to create and log in on Appcelerator website. So to create and log in on Appcelerator website, you have to go to the appcelerator.com. Once you open the appcelerator.com, you will get a text box which says enter your email ID for an invite. You have to enter your email ID over here and click on the submit button. Once you submit it, you will get the message you have made the list. An Appcelerator has sent an email to you with an activation link. You have to click on that activation link, which redirect you to the page where you have to write all your details, your name, your full name, your email ID and everything, and you can enter in Appcelerator website. If you have already created an login on Appcelerator platform, you can enter in Appcelerator website by entering your Appcelerator ID and password over here. Once you are in, you can get an access to the Appcelerator Studio as well as Tite SDK. I have already downloaded the Appcelerator Studio DMG for you. So you'll get such kind of DMG. You have to double click on the DMG. Once you double click on the DMG, it will open one pop-up. You have to drag this Titanium Studio and drop it on the applications folder. Once you drag and drop, your Titanium Studio will be installed on your Mac. Now you have to open your Titanium Studio. You have to click on the spot bar and write Titanium. You will get a listing where you can choose your Titanium Studio option. You have to click on Appcelerator Titanium Studio. I have already opened an Appcelerator Titanium Studio for you. Once the Appcelerator Titanium Studio is open, you can click on Help menu and install Titanium SDK. By using this, you can install the version of Titanium SDK that you want. Before we proceed, I'll show how the Titanium works behind the scene. Titanium architecture is based on cross-platform working. So you can have a single code base in JavaScript and you can run the applications on Android, iOS, mobile web, BlackBerry, and Windows is upcoming platform for the Titanium. Right now I have showing only the two platforms, which is iOS and Android. So how it works? Basically your single code base is a JavaScript code base and a Titanium SDK which comprises of JavaScript engine. For iOS it is consist of JavaScript core and for Android it is V8. So it will interpret your JavaScript code at a runtime and talk to the native proxies while your application is running. You can write a code in JavaScript. For Titanium, there is no extra skill needed for mobile application development. For example, if you want to create an application for Android, you have to know the Java language. On the other hand, if you want to create the application on iOS, you need to know the Objective-C language. So to remove this dependency, Appcelerator Titanium has created a platform which uses a JavaScript language to create a mobile applications which are cross-platform. So you can run your mobile applications on iOS, Android, BlackBerry, mobile web, and Windows is their upcoming project. So at a runtime, your JavaScript code is evaluated by your JavaScript engine. So when you are creating an app, there is a JavaScript engine which is packaged inside your application. So for iOS, JavaScript core is used, and for Android, V8 is used. Before this V8, Titanium Appcelerator is using Rhino as a JavaScript engine on Android platform. So your code is minified and packaged with Appcelerator API and JavaScript interpreter based on targeted OS. So if you are creating an application for Android, so when you are packaging your application for an Android, you will get V8 interpreter as well as the Titanium API inside your APK. So your APK size will be slightly more than the normal native applications. But the better part over here is you need to learn any new language. If you are from web development, you already know about the JavaScript. So you can use your JavaScript skills to create Android applications over here. JavaScript interpreter executes your code and builds connection to the native objects using Titanium API. So on runtime, your JavaScript code is interpreted by the interpreter, for example V8 on Android, and it talks to the native language as a proxy, and it will create a bridge between your native as well as your JavaScript code. So it will talk on, it will work on those bridges, and it will execute the code based on the native side.